Okay, this is percent proportion, the assignment on the back. So the new material, we are on P21 number 11. P21 number 11. Okay, here we go. Obviously, before I go ahead and let you show you, go ahead and try first. And we are going to use the template part over a whole equals percent over 100. Go ahead and try P21 number 11 first. So number 11 says 16 is what percent of 40? 16 is my part, my whole is 40. What percent is my x? Over 100. So multiply both sides by the denominators, 40 and 100. My 40 will cancel. 100 times 16 is 1600. My hundreds go away, so I'm left with 40x. If I divide by 40, divide by 40. A shortcut on simplifying, if I have a 0 on top, 0 on bottom, those go away. 160 divided by 4 would be 40. So 40 equals x. Number 13. Pause the video and try. On number 13 it says 50%. So 50 goes on my percent. 50% of what number? That is my whole, is 80. 80 is my part. This is over 100. Multiply both sides by 100 and x, 100 and x. My x goes away, so I'm left with 8,000 equals, my 100 goes away over here, 50x. If I divide by 50, I know my zeros could cancel. So if I have 800 divided by 5 gives me 160. So 160 equals x. Number 15. Pause the video and try. On number 15 it says find 10%, so 10 goes on my percent side over 100, of 95. 95 would be my whole, it comes after the word of. That means I need to find the part. So I'm going to multiply both sides by 95 and 100, 95 and 100. My 95 goes away, so I'm left with 100x equals, my 100 goes away, 950. Divide by 100, divide by 100. So x would have to be 9.5. Number 17, pause the video and try. On number 17, it says what number is 150%, so 150 over 100, of 32. 32 would have to be my whole, so I don't know my part. I'm going to go ahead and multiply both sides by 32 and 100, 32 and 100. My 32 goes away, so I'm left with 100x. My 100 goes away, so I'm left with 32 times 150. 32 times 150 gives me 4,800. If I divide by 100, my zeros go away, so x has to be 48. Number 19. Go ahead and pause the video and try. On number 19, number 19 says 1 is what percent, so I don't know my x. 1 has to be my part of 400. That has to be my whole. I'm going to multiply both sides by 400 and 100, 400 and 100. My 400 would go away, so 100 times 1 is 100. My 100 goes away, so 400 times x is 400x. If I divide by 400, my zeros would cancel, so I'm left with 1 over 4, which is the same thing as 0.25. old material. Page 141, number 43. Number 43 is -2 parenthesis b minus 3 minus 4 equals 18. Hopefully this is getting much easier for us. Go ahead and pause the video and try. Distribute -2, -2 times -3, +6, bring down my -4 equals 18. -2b, combine like terms on the same side, that's +2 equals 18. -2, so I got -2b equals 16. Divide both sides by -2, b equals -8. Page 141, number 44. 4 parenthesis 3w minus 2 equals 8 parenthesis 2w plus 3. Pause the video and try. So, I distribute 12w minus 8 equals, distribute 16w plus 24. I need to get my variables to the same side. I'm going to actually go ahead and bring my 12w over. So I have -8 equals 4w plus 24. I'm going to bring my minus 24 over. That's -32 equals 4w. Divide by 4, divide by 4. So w has to equal -8. Page 131, number 58. Page 131, number 58. Number 58. So we got 3/4 n plus 16 equals 2 minus 1 over 8 n. Pause the video and try. So I'm going to go ahead and multiply everything by 4 and 8. 4 and 8, 4 and 8, 4 and 8, 4 and 8. My 4's go away. 8 times 3 is 24n. 4 times 8 is 32. 32 times 16 gives me 512. 4 times 8 is 32. 32 times 2 is 64. Minus, my 8's go away, so I'm left with minus 4n. I need to get my variables together, so I'm going to add my 4n over. That gives me 28n plus 512 equals 64. I'm going to get rid of my 512, so that gives me 28n. So 512 minus 64 is -448. Divide by 28. Divide by 28 gives me 16. So -16. Page 322, number 59. 322, number 59. I'm given 5 less than 1/2 p plus 3 less than 8. It says solve and, it just says solve, so we don't have to graph. Go ahead and solve this. If I solve this, I have a denominator. I'm automatically going to multiply everything by 2. Some of you guys are going to bring the 3 over first. You're okay. So this gives me 10 less than 1p plus 6 greater than or less than 16. I need to subtract 6 from everything, so that's 4 less than 1p, which is just p, less than 10. I'm done. Page 309, number 27. I'm given 5n minus 1 less than -16, or -3n minus 1 less than 8. It says solve and then graph. So pause the video and try. So I'm going to add 1. So I got 5n less than negative 15. Divide by 5, n less than negative 3. Do not flip your sign because I did not divide by a negative. The other one I'm going to add 1. So negative 3n less than 9. Divide by negative 3. There I divided by a negative, so I flip my sign. N has to be greater than negative 3. So if I graph this, I'm at negative 3. Both of them are at negative 3. So if it says n is less than negative 3, open circle to the left. But then it says n is greater than negative 3, open circle to the right. That is what it looks like. It is every number but negative 3. Page 115, number 42. Pause the video and try. Page 115, number 42. It says Joel used a half gallon of paint to cover 84 square feet. He has 932 square feet of wall to paint. How many gallons does he need to purchase? So we are comparing gallons over square feet. So this is a proportion. If it is a proportion, we're going to go ahead and solve this. So gallons over square feet. So the first thing is we have a half gallon, so 0.5 gallons to cover 84 square feet. It says how many gallons do I need for 932? So I'm going to multiply both sides by 84, 932. 84 times 932. My 84 goes away, so 932 times 0.5, 932 times 0.5 gives me 466. My 932 goes away, so I'm left with 84x. If I divide by 84, that would give me 5.5. So 5.5 would give me x. So 5.5 would round up to 6. The book says 6. Here we go, page 210, number 8. Page 210, number 8. 210, number 8. Go ahead and pause the video and try. On 210 it says find the value of x, so we have the same area. So we're talking about two rectangles. So I got to take 6 times x minus 1 on the left side, and then I got to take 4 times x, which is just 4x. That would give me 6x minus 6 equals 4x. Subtract 6x to bring it over. Negative 6 equals negative 2x. Divide by negative 2, 3 equals x. One more and we are done. Page 147. Page 147, number 6. Pause the video and try. It says the sum of 3 consecutive whole numbers. Consecutive means in order. So my first number has to be n. My next one is n plus 1. My next one has to be n plus 2. And they have to add up to 18. It says what is the greatest number? My greatest number would be the last number. So 3n plus 3 equals 18. Minus 3 minus 3, so 3n equals 15. Divide by 3, n would have to be 5. So my numbers would be 5, 6, 7. My largest number would be 7, and we are